Hey guys, looks like tomorrow's going to be a big day. The 200 Merc Black Max, well, I've made a deal on it. Made a deal with a gentleman from Central Florida, or south of Jacksonville rather, down there around the St. John, Suwannee River area. He came up and looked at it a couple of days ago, checked it out real thoroughly, and hey, I'll tell you what, he really knows his stuff. He's an aircraft mechanic, and came and did a compression check on it like you just wouldn't believe. Everything checked out perfectly. I had big plans for the motor, guys, but it looks like I'm going to let it go. I've made a commitment to do that tomorrow morning, and that's the way it's going to happen. If you've been following me for a couple of years, this motor was on a Lakescraft pontoon on Lake Norman. And that pontoon was an inboard pontoon, which I removed the inboard engine out of, capped off the transom, and put a large jack plate on that Lakescraft pontoon. Then installed this motor. That 25-foot Lakescraft pontoon ran 46 miles an hour at 5,500 RPMs with this engine on Lake Norman for a couple of years. Did a lot of boating lessons, got out and introduced a lot of people to the lake using that Lakescraft pontoon and this Black Max 200 horse Merc. Guys, I had a big plan, was hoping to put together another speedboat, hot boat, river racer, that sort of thing. As some of you know, back in the 90s, I did a lot of racing using this particular brand of motor, which is also a two-stroke and carbureted two-stroke, which this is. I know this engine like the back of my hand, and really not really enthused about getting rid of it, but Miss Video Photographer's new project, that's her right there doing the Miss Video Photographer. Her new project, the Little Guppy, the new deck boat project, which is a 20-foot deck boat. Guys, this isn't the right motor for that. It's not the right motor for that because the boat's extremely heavy, and we're probably going to need to just go ahead and step up to that four-stroke, higher torque technology that's out there today. And besides that, Miss Video Photographer has told me, that's right, no more smoke. Put together a boat, you want me on it, no smoke. Well, it looks like this might be the final time that I get to breathe in some of that two-stroke V6 Mercury smoke. So here it goes. Photographer's waving the international sign for cut it off over there. Even though the smoke's going in that direction, way back that way, I made sure I set it up where the smoke would go and blow around the corner. Somehow or another, a little bit still getting in the way. Wait, let me turn that water off and I'll be right back with you. So guys, this could be the end of an era. You know, getting older and priorities in life change a little bit. I had so much fun back in the late 80s, all the way through the 90s and up into the early 2000s, working on these and building them and racing them and helping my friends do the same thing. You know, figuring out those little nuances that could make you run stronger, make you run longer. And sure am gonna kind of have some melancholy thoughts tomorrow afternoon, I guess, once it's gone. But you know, that's life. Each day, each month's a different journey, and you know, we've got to press on. So this video photographer is going to be a few dollars closer to that four-stroke for her little guppy. And this is Captain Andy. Hey, don't worry, this motor's probably going to still be seen on quite a few YouTube channels. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I know those guys down there in South Jacksonville, Suwannee, St. John's area. I know of it, but I'm not real familiar with it. But I know they've got a great group of people down there doing the two-stroke river racer thing each weekend. Hopefully, maybe one day I can get down there and actually take a ride with the gentleman that's putting this rig together and take one last ride in this boat. Captain Andy, hey, wishing you all the best of good boating.